Hey guys, it is MissSimReno. If you are returning to the channel, welcome back. And if you are brand new, I am very excited that you decided to join me here today for another apartment renovation. And today we are renovating a San MyShuno apartment, which is something that I feel like I haven't done in a very long time. I've been spending a lot of time in Evergreen Harbor just because I think those apartments are a little bit more realistic and the wall height is tolerable. Let's just say that. I don't really like the medium or tall wall heights in some of the apartments in San MyShuno, so I decided to renovate Penny Pizzazza's old apartment for two sisters. Basically, an older sister is raising her younger sister. Now, I know that most circumstances that result in that kind of dynamic may not be the best, but I just really liked the idea of these two sisters really getting along, and though I'm not quite sure if the parents are still in the picture or if something happened, these two sisters are just living it up in the city. But I am thinking that the older sister is maybe a young adult, maybe like 19 or 20, but she's very mature for her age, and she has taken on the role of adult parent, I guess you could say, as well, for her younger sister without any qualms. And the younger sister's maybe like 11 or 12, something like that. So I'm thinking almost preteen age, but still pretty childlike. And other than that, I really didn't think about their personalities too much. I think the only thing I determined is that the older sister does have a little bit of a crafting business. I don't think it's her main source of income, but she really enjoys it as a hobby and as kind of like a side hustle. And then the younger sister is, I don't know, just a child, fun-loving, really likes various sports, really into maybe like one particular TV show, loves to read. Of course, she has a very strong imagination, as many kids do. But as you can see too, I'm actually using a different reshade preset during this build, and it is the Dove reshade preset that I've actually been using for screenshots for a little while now. I was just kind of noticing that the Light Brigade preset, though I love it very, very much, and it really does brighten the game, it was starting to become almost a little bit too bright for me. I don't really know what hit me, but all of a sudden I was like, no, this is a little bright. And sometimes the colors seemed washed out, at least for me. However, I also work on two different monitors and they have different color settings and everything too. So I don't know, it could just be me, but I figured I would try building with the Dove reshade preset because I just think it's really, really pretty. The only thing that I would have, or that I do have a bit of a qualm with, is that the yellow lighting in the game with the Dove reshade preset makes everything look a little bit too yellow or orangey. And since I was using a lot of orange woods in this apartment renovation in particular, I had to make sure that I changed the lighting to just the white light, which is what I do anyway, because I just think it looks the best in game, especially if you have an apartment or any kind of build or anything that has a lot of different colors like this one. But yeah, definitely let me know what you guys think, because I don't want to completely destroy your experience in watching my builds or anything like that. I just wanted to kind of change it up a little bit and play around with a few things. And I just really love this preset. Like I said, I've been using it for screenshots for, oh gosh, at least 6 months or something now, maybe. Time's an enigma still, but I think it's been at least that long. But anyway, this is going to be just kind of like a little hallway area. So there is we'll call it a family computer, because I'm thinking the older sister wants to monitor the little sister if she's on the computer, because she doesn't have one of her own, though the older sister does have her own computer, I believe, in her bedroom. And then there's also this little wardrobe. It's technically a wardrobe, so your Sims can change their outfits if you want them to, but it looks like it actually has a bunch of like linens and towels and things, and I thought that that was really realistic. Considering how small this apartment is, there wouldn't really be a linen closet in the bathroom, and I don't usually make linen closets either, but I just thought it would be realistic. And then we move on to the kitchen, which I did struggle with just a little bit. It's a little bit bigger than I thought it was going to be, considering how small the living room is and how small the kids' room is. I just felt like I was doing the apartment kind of a disservice, but as you guys know, we are a little bit restricted because of the window placement in these apartments, and this just seemed to be the only suitable place for the kitchen. However, I am kind of glad that I made it a bit bigger, because there is a door over there that you can see I put on an angle that's kind of like the utility closet, which has, I think it has laundry and a vacuum in there, which is really nice for a smaller apartment. I was glad I was able to do that. And then the other door to the right is actually off to the younger sister's bedroom. So that was nice, because I couldn't really extend the hallway without making it a very weird floor plan. And I wanted to extend the hallway because I wanted the bedrooms to kind of be off that little hallway area. But anyway, now I'm just blabbing on. But I really like the kitchen. It is, of course, very colorful, just like the living room. And I used the tiny living bar height table here, which I really enjoyed, as well as the bar height chairs. I haven't used those objects in what feels like a very long time because they're not really my style, so I don't use them very often. And again, really bright colors like this is a bit out of my comfort zone. I do builds like this every now and then, but I stick to a lot of neutral colors, I think. And if I'm doing a neutral color scheme, there might be like one single pop of color, not 3 or 4. And I think in this apartment, there's like blue, yellow, orange, and even pink every now and then. And those colors are just very loud. They're very loud and they're not really my style. But I think once everything kind of came together, it looked pretty good. And I thought it looked pretty cute. So hopefully you guys agree. But as you can see, the kitchen is pretty much coming together at this point. I'm just adding a few different clutter items and trying to find some items to put on the walls as well. And I ended up using one of the items from the Nifty Knitting Stuff pack, which I haven't used in, again, a really long time. I don't think I've used it since that pack actually came out, but it's like the embroidered little, the embroidery hoops. That's what it is, like the collection of embroidery hoops, because I think the sister has, like I said, her own little side hustle of crafting and stuff like that. And I also used the little mason jar, like flower things that were knitted. I thought that was so cute. And then they've just got a bowl of fruit over there. And I was trying to kind of maybe find like a cabinet or some other things, but I figured I didn't have to go too crazy with clutter. And then there is the utility closet, which just has, like I said, the vacuum and the stacked washer and dryer, fully functional, which is really nice. But if you don't have laundry day, then you will be missing the appliances as well as a few maybe decorative items. And if you don't want laundry in this apartment renovation, you can of course just delete it as well. Maybe you could use like the decoration box or something, though I don't think that you could actually decorate apartments with the attic storage box from Seasons. I'm like thinking out loud now. But this is the one and only bathroom, which is a pretty decent size, which I was pretty happy about. And it is just as colorful as the rest of the apartment. There's 2 laundry baskets, and then there's a shower tub combo as well, and everything that you would need in a bathroom. I'm actually glad I extended it too, because more often than not, I make my bathrooms, I think it's what, 2 by 3 or something like that, because you can get everything in there. But I was glad to extend it because I think it evened out the bedroom sizes just a tad. The older sister does have a bigger bedroom because she does have a double bed. I mean, she is a young adult, so if she does end up, you know, getting like a boyfriend or girlfriend, or if that partner does move in or something like that, they would both have a place to sleep without having to change up the layout of the apartment, if that makes sense. And I really love her room. It's very soft, aside from that bright yellow rug from the Nifty Knitting Stuff pack. That is quite bright, but everything else is pretty soft. And I think that she made these little macrame things all on her own. And maybe she even made those curtains on her own as well. I think that that's kind of a nice idea, because I do give her a knitting basket. I think I just keep it in her bedroom. But of course, if your Sims want to knit, that does have to be in their inventory. And then she's got this desk from Nifty Knitting as well, which I love because it's got like the stored yarn and other little bits and bobs and stuff in the drawers and things like that. And then there's also this little shelf, which I do decorate with a few different like knitted toys that are available if you do the, I think it's the BB Show Hidden Objects cheat on PC. I'm not sure if it's the same on console, but that allows you to get all of the crafted or craftable items from Nifty Knitting, which I think is really nice. And like I said, I just cluttered up this shelf here. So I think she makes a bunch of like knitted kids toys. I think that's really cute. And maybe she makes like baby onesies and stuff. I don't know, maybe she actually donates like beanies or onesies to the local hospital too. I think that's a really sweet idea. It's like one of my favorite things to think of when I'm thinking of someone being a crafter, is that they actually donate things like that to the little babies in like the NICU, because I just think that's really sweet. And then there is, I think, just a chair in this corner. I could change it up to something else. It just seemed like a really empty space and I didn't like it. I didn't like it at all. And I kind of played around with different pieces of artwork. And even though her room is still pretty youthful, I didn't want it to look too youthful, if that makes sense. I wanted it to be colorful, but still fairly mature. And then I wanted the younger sister's room to be very, very youthful, of course, because she's supposed to be like 11 or 12. And that is where we are going now, to her bedroom, where I do give her a lofted bed. I just can't stop, honestly. At this point, they shouldn't have even given me like bunk beds and lofted beds because it's all I'm going to use from now on. It really is, especially in a smaller space like this. I thought it was perfect because she does have a little desk underneath the lofted bed, which means the desk and the bed are fully functional. She's got a little journal there, and then she's got like a couple of toys. I think she ends up with her own wardrobe because that would make sense. I try to give every sim a wardrobe in their bedroom. And then she's got like a little armchair, and I don't know if I gave her any real skill building items outside of maybe a bookcase potentially, because a lot of the kids' activities that we have in game are really, really big and they don't fit in smaller spaces. So that's kind of a bummer, but she's got a couple of posters here. She's got like her own little dry erase calendar, and I just wanted it to be very, very vibrant and really her own. And I think with an older sister raising a younger sister, like I said, the situation may not be the best to result in that circumstance, but that her older sister is really giving her a beautiful childhood, and she has everything that she needs despite the circumstances, whatever they may be. But we're actually getting close to the end of the video here, so I really hope that you guys did enjoy this one. Again, let me know what you think of the preset being used for the actual build footage compared to just in the screenshots, because I do want to hear your feedback on that. But again, I appreciate you guys very much, and I will catch you next time I post a video, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.
Some people have written books, some have a great look that covers the magazines for kids who are 17. But I don't know what to do, staring into the blue sky and just waiting for a sign. Some, they are certain of what awaits them when it all ends. But I don't know what will happen to me. Will I be remembered in a century? Like dust in the wind, or the talk of the town that we are living in. Well, I don't know, how could I know what lies ahead of me? Am I part of a grander master plan? Will I be washed away like lines in the sand? Some people that put their faith into someone who's half their age, reading from a torn out page from a book filled with lies. But I don't know what to do. I'm staring into the blue sky and just waiting for a sign. Some, they are certain